Have you ever heard of local business automation consulting? Across consulting marketplaces, small business advisory firms and automation consultants charge between $75 to $150 an hour. And for many local business automation projects, you could charge between $3,000 to $15,000, depending on how complex their systems are. And that earning potential exists for a simple reason. Automation itself, it saves business owners time, and time translates into money. And you, as the consultant, are the middleman. Now, let me ask you something else. If you know there's a small business out there that needs your help, then what's stopping you from getting started? That's exactly why I created this video, to show you what business automation consulting actually is, why it works in real life, and how to get started even if you're a beginner. First, we need to understand what business consulting actually is and why it matters. As businesses scale, chances are they have a lot of manual systems. And eventually, those systems start to break. And oftentimes, it causes misleads, slower response times, and inconsistent operations. And what you and I do as the automation consultant is steps in and sees what the issue is. And what we're doing is we're identifying repetitive tasks and then replacing them with systems that run in the background. And what we're also doing is we're identifying how leads, scheduling, payments, and follow-ups actually run through a business. Well, I know what you're wondering. Well, Josh, how do these work? Well, it works by the consulting coming into the business and then redesigning the workflows by using simple tools to make the business run smoother. And the best part is it doesn't need constant oversight. But later in this video, I'll go over the tools that you need to get started. Now, this is what matters, where automation makes the biggest impact. Here are 3 key areas where automation mainly exists and where you can plug into today. Number 1, marketing and client acquisition. In marketing and client acquisition, this ensures that every client is acknowledged and followed up with immediately. And with the automated workflows that you built, this handles follow-up emails, appointment reminders, and lead nurturing without manual effort. This reduces response time and keeps warm leads from getting cold. And it also increases booking rates without the extra ad spend. Over time, this creates a more predictable and scalable client acquisition system. Number 2, operations and scheduling. In automation and scheduling, this removes the constant back and forth in communication because this often slows businesses down. This includes scheduling systems, client management tools, and then automated task assignments. This ensures employees know exactly what to do and customers know exactly what to expect. It reduces confusion, minimizes errors, and then gives the owner less of a headache. Number 3, finance and administration. In finance and administration, automation improves visibility and cash flow. Invoicing, payment reminders, bookkeeping, and reporting can be all handled automatically. This reduces late payments, improves accuracy, and allows the business owner to have a clear view of their financials. Before we jump in on how you can get started today, I do want to highlight that Money Talks Media will continue to show you how to build and scale the smartest ways. We focus on systems, leverage, and real-world execution, not surface-level advice. So if you're serious about building something that actually works and without burning yourself out, you're in the right place. Appreciate your continued support. Now let's jump into how I'd start from zero today. To get started, you need about $5,000 in cash to cover your first year's worth of expenses. This covers emergencies, subscriptions, marketing, website, and all other business-related expenses. Then start a legal business entity, a business bank account, and all other compliance needs that's associated with it. As far as client acquisition, I'd start with my warm network and see if anyone needs automation consulting. Next, I'd reach out to a cold audience, whether that's social media or physically knocking on people's doors. Then, after client acquisition, I will begin automating one simple process. This could either be lead follow-up or scheduling. I would map the process out step by step, build a basic workflow, and keep repeating it until it works. Next, I would document the before and after. How much time it saved, the problem it removed, and what changed for the business owner. The story becomes proof, and you can sell that to the next business owner. This is exactly how automation becomes repeatable and scalable. At that point, you're no longer just learning automation, you're solving real problems, delivering real outcomes, and building leverage. All right, As promised earlier, now we're going to talk about the tools you need to get started. You don't need a massive tech stack to start. What you need is simple tools. And honestly, small businesses prefer that. Let's assume you're either going for the marketing or operations workflow automation. First, you need a basic CRM to track leads and customers. Second, you need a scheduling tool to remove the back and forth booking. Third, you need an email or text automation tool for reminders and follow-ups. Fourth, you need an automation platform to tie everything together so that your own operations run smoothly. The mistake that beginners make is trying to learn too many tools at one time. If you master a few, you will definitely outperform people who are trying to learn them all at one time. Let's wrap this up with common mistakes business owners should avoid. If you're the consultant, avoid trying to automate everything at one time. This usually leads to confusion and systems never really get fully adopted. Another mistake is choosing a tool based on popularity, not fit. I know how it feels to try to get the tool that looks the cutest within your workflow. A tool that's designed for a large company could be way too complex for a local small business. And then skipping staff training could be another costly error. Automation really only works when people trust and know how to use the system that was newly built. The strongest results come from starting small, automating the most high impact tasks first, and then going from there. The long-term impact and ROI. This strategy gives business owners their time back, consistency across operations, and allows them to not get burnt out before it's too late. If your business still requires you to manually hold everything together, automation is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And the businesses that adopt it early scale way faster than the people who are overwhelmed doing it manually. But drop in the comments below, which automation workflow are you starting today? But as always, thanks for watching. I hope you take care, and I'll see you in the next one.